Okay, so we are back again. Netherlands superior to Britain and Spain. Orange gets you, or you get orange from both red and yellow. Efficiency, that's how the Dutch get them every time. You're not wrong. Okay, so what were we doing? Wow, Gujarat is really being eaten up here. Oh well. Sieges, that's what I was doing. You've just defeated your siege. You're still taking attrition. That sucks a bit. Let's move you there. And we've got the 3 ships moving up to the Philippines. Those are the Indian fortresses just finishing. So now all of my territory is once again covered by forts, and we've just hit 200k and 2,000 income for the first time. We have, what, 70 years before the end of the game? This is going to be close. I might be able to do it. I don't know. We need to keep the wars going. So Jaunpur and Arakan would need to be next. Ming Bahmanis. Oh, that's Tuscany, not Jaunpur. Allied with the Ottomans, Mara and Yarkand. So going against you would basically be just triggering the coalition early. So we would need to fight against France, for which we would need some manpower. Where are the 3 ships I sent after you? Improved steam engine. Improving upon the design of the early atmospheric engines, the entrepreneur and inventor Frederick van den Does, or Does, has managed to create a new type of machine that makes use of the separate condenser and a rotary motion instead of the oscillating one of the previous engines. Operating at just above the atmospheric pressure, the Frederick van der Does steam engine promises to be twice as productive as earlier models and will prove invaluable as a means to drive machinery of all types of industrial enterprises. So Kamerijk gets lots of bonuses. Marvellous. Until 1775, so 10 more years. And did this fleet ever leave? It did. Did you ever arrive? Almost. Right there. And you can spread out and deal with this stuff. Go and kill them first, then we'll spread you out and retake all the lands. We do also need to deal with them. That side looks to be pretty secure. 1 ship, there we go. All 60 of us have arrived. Let's sail off. We'll head over to Taiwan first of all to deal with those rebels. And then sail off again. Who needs subscribers when you have 200,000 money? If only that was real money, that would be really nice. Unfortunately these are virtual bucks and not real. You're leaving without the army, I see it. See? Told to board the ships, have not boarded the ships. We've had that more than once. Okay, now they're boarding. Time to head back to Africa, I think. Yeah. We'll head here. Oh no, you've already left, haven't you? Okay. I was going to say, it's just happened again. You've arrived with no troops, but no, the troops are here. Huron are not allied with anyone. Why is nobody going off to Huron? It's in Overijssel's land. Yo, Overijssel, why don't you want to kill Huron? Well, I can fix that. They kind of sailed under the radar there for a bit, being almost the same colour as us. I zoomed out, it's a little harder to see. Noticeable, but still harder to see. Right, rebels are dead. Split, split. No. Split, split, split. Split, split, split. And split. Go and take all that. In fact, now the colonies are going to go and retake all of my territories, which would be really nice of them. I just kind of wish they'd done it a little bit earlier. Right, separatists are defeated. Let's just merge you guys out there. Cool. Meanwhile, over here we have a bunch of ships again. Not the battle fleet, not battle fleet 2, 3, 4, but battle fleet 5. Can merge up? No? No. Yes. So you still only have 32. You need a couple more ships. Are we still building heavies? Don't think we are. No, all the heavies have been done, so I'm going to go ahead and click battle fleet. Click. And now you are going to build the extra 18 ships required to get us up to 250 heavies. Good. So how long are these cores going to take still? One of them was finished, 4 of them have not. Oh, plus that one. Meanwhile, the Huron really want a peace deal. That's a shame. Send you back over here. And now we can peace out the Huron. Sue for peace. Take all the territories. And this should automatically, because it's in the trade region, or the colonial region, go to the Canadians, or Over-IJssel. Boom. And just like that, Over-IJssel has grown even further. Right, we also needed to replace you with somebody that's actually promotable, which is none of you. Get rid of all of those. Has my fleet arrived in Africa yet? Yeah, it has. Defeat them, then them, and them. Go. And then after that, are there any other rebels that I need to go and defeat? Benin, Dokbani, Fetishist, Ria de Prat, and Separatists. That's a colonial problem. So no, I think that at that point we'll actually be free and clear of rebels. So then we can start thinking about a proper war against France. Although the colony is still fighting. I would like to say winning, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, they are. They have like 60, 70,000 troops there. Alliance with the Oldenburg. Nah. And I am still embargoing Britain, France, and Spain because they're no longer rivals. And I'm too big than they are. Spain, I think we can probably stop embargoing. France is in the Dutch Channel, so I think I want to continue that one. So technically is Britain. Now that I'm no longer at war and have actually taken these provinces, I can go ahead and improve you. Not you. Nor you. Nor you. But we have 70% control over the Philippines, so I think that's pretty good. Malacca. We've only got 35%. We really do need to go after Malacca. Because they control a lot of the really, really valuable territories down here. And also Moluccas. Well, we have 78% control of the Moluccas, so I think we're doing okay there. We're losing almost nothing from that province. We're doing okay in these. Beijing's still getting quite a lot of money in, but we're doing a fairly decent job stealing all their cash. Then feeding it forwards. Bengal we could still do with some more. Need to take Pegu from Spain. Meanwhile, all of these are doing really nicely. Then you are just avoiding Aden because there's not a huge amount of work I can do in Aden. We would need to go after Mara, which would not be impossible. In Zanzibar. Zanzibar we lose a fair amount in. That's a bit of a surprise. Just noticed Kilwa wasn't a level 10 gold mine. What? Outrageous. Alright, so we've now got 2 level 3 trade ports there. Pushing through here. We don't have full control, but that doesn't matter. We're still pushing all the money forwards to the Ivory Coast, where we then lose a bunch. And a load of it is going to Sevilla. Now, we've already tried to take control of as much of this as possible, though you are not a world port. You could be. Now you are. You also don't have a trading place. That was somewhat overlooked by myself. Stock market, stock market, stock market, stock market. So we should have quite a lot of control now over the Ivory Coast and pushing it into the Dutch Channel. And then there's also the tremendous amounts of money that we are losing in the Americas. And I'd really like to send the Indian trade this way, but we need to tighten up my control first. And we can only really do that through trade ships. Because if we build any further infrastructure, then yes, we get half of it, but we also lose half of it. National decision, construct Panama. Oh, you won your war. Oh, glorious. Then yes, I will absolutely say spend 30,000 ducats and create Panama. That would actually be really quite helpful. I don't want to cancel it. And then the next one will be Suez. Going for the money limit. Not intentionally. I wanted to get to the stage where I was making 10,000 ducats a month. And that was my real goal. But I'm not sure I'm going to make it because I screwed up the trade companies in the Netherlands and Southeast Asia. I should have been going for this a lot heavier than this. We can get another idea. That's going to be another innovative. Yes, I would actually. How long until the next tech? 9 years. That's ages. We'll grab the war exhaustion. The next one's going to be the leader's upkeep and advisor costs, which is going to save me a pretty penny. We can replace you. Still no Dutch culture. Guys, come on. I could also accept a couple of these. And I probably should. Especially the Dutch and the Danish, because that's going to give me more control over the English trade node, I think. 86, 73, 54 only. How much am I increasing the value doing this, though? We are not increasing it at all, sending it to Lubeck. And 2.8% sending it from here, so I'm actually probably losing money by doing this. Let's have a look. 2.295. I need to wait an entire month to work that one out. That's a point, actually. Yeah, we're already getting basically all of the trade efficiency stuff. Plus 40% trade efficiency, plus 20% trade steering. Innovative is going to give us leader ability, combat ability, global trade power plus 10. Then the last one, maybe maritime? That's going to give another 33%. No, it's going to give another 83% force limit. Heavy combat, morale of navies. National sailors, not hugely useful. Plutocratic? Republican, tax, production, settlers, advisors, merchants. Also not great. Naval? I mean, what I really should have done is gone naval and maritime. Production, goods produced. Naval and economic would be good. State maintenance. Oh, it's naval and trade. Okay, naval and trade's what I need. Ship trade power plus 40%. So yeah, it's going to be naval. Because that's also the goods produced. That's going to be economic and trade. So both of those are admin policies, which we have slots for. Maritime will let you get the Thessalocracy decision. True. One extra merchant. Is it really worth an extra merchant? I mean, I already have 23 and I'm kind of struggling to place them. And I could get a lot more by just focusing these guys up a bit more. If I did a war against the Mamelukes and took Australia, then New Zealand would give me a merchant. New Brabant. As soon as I remember where you are. Yeah, I can go against Castile to get Brazil. And then any of these, I just need to send more trade ships so we can get a bit more control. You're not spinning. Neither are you. Right. Can I get a replacement for you yet? Yay! Trade efficiency. I didn't need to do that. I just meant to do that. And promote, 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 promote. Is expensive. But hey, who cares? And we are still focusing admin. That's totally fine. No, I have neither maritime nor naval. I just haven't needed them, which is mind-blowing considering there's 50% force limits in maritime, and yet I have a force limit of 1,300. I just haven't needed it. Like, usually maritime's one of my favourite idea groups, and I'll get it fairly early on. I just haven't needed it here. Because I didn't really start focusing the trade until quite a lot later. That's another thing which also is relevant to these interests. Right, you need to head home. Are you not? You're not drilling. Damn it. Get back to work. And you need another general. This is going to be Lionhearted. Drill. Because we've got a fight against France coming up. We need to be ready for that. Although France and Austria are already fighting, I'd forgotten about that one. Maybe I don't need so much help. If you got your trade company and colonial nation bonuses, you'd have 30 merchants. Yeah. Right, you're fighting them, that's fine. Right, I still have my embargoes with England and France. I wanted to keep those so I can keep control of the English Channel. France has left the coalition. Oops. Maybe they saw what was coming. And there it is, Dutch Louisiana. Right, I need another name. Bruxelles? It's the kind of French bit, but it's not really French. New Brussels. Doesn't really exist. Yeah, I like that. Because Louisiana, it's named after that because it was named after King Louis. It's the French part of North America. And then with that, I need to send you subsidies. 50 years. You need a kickstart, so I'm going to send you 100 a month. And in a month, I will also send you a gift. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to build a bunch of stuff first. Right, now I can send you a gift. $5,000? I think 5,000 will be enough to get you kick-started. Now I'm going to wait until you've bought your starting army, and then I'm going to send you in a war against Spanish Louisiana. New Bruxelles. Why does this have the S in it then? These are named to Dutch provinces. Oh, it's Bruxelles. Bruxelles is just the province. Okay. You. Where's edit? It's not just the thing you click on. Customize subject. There we are. New Bruxelles. Okay. Done. Anguilla. Oh, that's the marketplace. Right. So, Ivory Coast, are we actually making more money sending this directly to the Dutch? No. Skipping Dutch Channel here. I feel like we are. 2.5. Yes, we are making more money this way. Rather than losing 11% here. Because there is no increase from... Oh, now there is. Netherlands increases outgoing value by 2.5%. Because I don't get how this works! Why is Scandinavia increasing the outgoing value? When my trade steering is so much better. That's really going to frustrate me now. I had trade down pretty nicely. But that's just a completely bonkers system which has no bearing in anything player controlled. Canal delayed. Can I just throw some more money at it so it's not delayed? Also, 24 merchants. Where to send you? Burma? I think Burma. Unless we could send you somewhere over here like Persia. Well, Persia feeds into Aleppo. Aleppo is feeding in Constantinople. Not much I can really do with you, because stuff going into the Mediterranean is kind of too late. I've missed it. Larsa to steal money for India. Larsa's not really worth enough. I mean, one thing we could do is Doab to pull more of the money out of Doab. Actually, that's probably a better plan than Burma. There's a heck of a lot more money tied up here. I was considering Deccan, but no, I think Doab's going to be the right one to do. So once you've arrived... In fact, can I just tell you not to go? No. Tax on wool! Tax it! Tax it all! Lahore would not be a bad choice, because that would stop it going into Persia. We could then send it into Gujarat instead. And we have 19% control over that. We have nothing over Doab. Yeah, that's a better plan. Good choice. Transfer trade power. Burma. Reduce mercantilism, you mad? No! So it's 10. End of the month, 23. Yeah, we just increased it by 13 ducats. Worth it! And we're top here. Gujarat and Sindh were clearly here first. No, that's not how it works. This is just completely random. So it's not dependent on when your merchant arrives. Right, you're still building your fleets, that's fine. France. If I declared on you... Well, actually... I've already taken everything from you that I wanted. It was mostly Panama. The war that I really kind of need to do is against Louisiana. So if I provoked New Brussels, and that name will fix itself eventually. Wait, you're saying that they have a truce? They don't have a truce. Is this time for a war with Spain? I think this might be time for a war with Spain. Who are you allied to? The Knights. Oh no, we're doomed. Nuremberg, Portugal, and Milan. Milan are not really alive. I think this is a time for a war with España. España's had a bit of a faded glory, but we could take Louisiana and also Brazil. I'm not going to call my allies Knights, Nuremberg, Portugal, Milan irrelevant. This is a colonial war. Okay, so, oh, France, can I please have access so I can go and murder Spain? They're saying no, but I'm sure that Spain will get access through them. Also, why are you taking attrition? That's a bit silly. Badonka Jack, thank you very much for the follow. And TL45, thank you also for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Also making the burkas might help. Happy might help. True. Or I could just steal some more money from them. Part of the problem is they have a massive amount of influence. Okay, they don't have a huge amount. Alright, we'll do this. Boom. Yeah, that's gonna help. Another 20% trade efficiency. Right, do I have access through France? No. I'm going to leave Battle Fleet 5 behind, and I'm going to send in the other 5 battle fleets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, speed 3. "200 Dutch heavy ships just suddenly appear on the outskirts of Spain. This would be pretty terrifying. I think I actually want the Admiral. Oh, that's out of supply range. Hey, it's Lemson. You know how you like me and everything. How about fleet basing rights, eh? Buddy old Chapelpino thing? Marvellous. Now I'm not out of supply range. Because you shouldn't take attrition because you're adjacent to a friendly port. Marvellous! And have you got access yet? Nope, still not. Oh, no. You're not rivals with each other, are you? You have a truce. You're not rivals. Formalized officer corps. This would mean an extra leader without upkeep and also advisor cost reduction. And also a bunch more policies. So, what would I like? Another 10% trade efficiency? Don't mind if I do. Land leader fire +1. I'd kind of prefer that one. Artillery ability and discipline. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the infantry combat. How do I get rid of this? Repeal. Take. That's another trade efficiency. And movement speed, which is also really strong. That's a hard choice.